Let's investigate this place. This is our another contract to find out what happened here.
John, we've been wandering through the woods all night fighting skeevers in sewers, skeletons in ruins, a spriggan that nearly took my head off, and now saber-cats, all because you swore we'd find that bandit leader. Instead we got a Reekling's head. Now you want to investigate Helgen at dawn like we're fresh and rested. But if this turns into another wild chase with no payoff, you're explaining to the next innkeeper why we need 2 beds this time.
No, of course, I try to not disappoint you, to be able to share bed with you again. Don't worry, I don't plan to make you angry.
Share a bed, John, not a bed. And you say that like I'm some temperamental animal you're trying not to spook. I'm not angry. I'm tired and covered in saber-cat blood. Just focus on the contract. What exactly are we supposed to find out about this place? Looks like it burned, and recently too. Embers are still glowing in some of those ruins.
Yeah, we should investigate what happened here. There were rumors that the dragon burned this place to ashes and to ground, as you see.
A dragon? Of course. Because saber-cats and spriggans weren't enough for one night. John, if there was actually a dragon here, we'd be seeing a lot more than burnt wood and ash. We'd be seeing scorched earth, melted stone, maybe some charred skeletons still smoking. This looks like a raid that went very wrong, not a legend come to life. But fine, let's look around. Just stay close and keep the bow ready. Whatever did this might still be nearby.
Don't worry, I will always stay very close to you.
That's what I'm afraid of, John. You stay close when I'm trying to sleep, close when I'm tracking, close when I'm bleeding. Sometimes a girl needs more than an arm's length to breathe. In burnt-out ruins where something big enough to level a town might still be lurking. Fine. Stay close. Just don't trip over me when the arrows start flying.
Yeah, and how else you should enjoy someone's company than to stay close to him or her? It's the best approach of enjoy someone, right? And of course keep him alive as well.
Enjoy someone's company. John, you make it sound like I'm here for the scenery and sparkling conversation. I'm here because you pay me, because the work keeps me sharp. And because, fine, you're not completely hopeless in a fight. Staying close in ruins where something might jump us makes sense. Staying close when I'm trying to sleep or track or just think. That's called hovering. There's a difference.
I just started to think that you meant it to our sleeping arrangement, stay close as well. Too bad that it wasn't meant generally.
You're twisting my words again, John. I said stay close here in these ruins where something dangerous might still be lurking. That doesn't mean I'm inviting you to crowd me in bed or follow me around like a shadow everywhere we go. There's tactical positioning, and then there's you getting ideas. Don't confuse the two.
Yeah, but I tactical positioned myself in our bed to keep us warm both during the night and have more comfortable sleeping. It was strategic positioning as well, you know.
Warm both of us, John, not warm balls. And strategic positioning means facing the door with your weapon in reach, not curling up like you're trying to share body heat we didn't need. It was summer, the room was stuffy, and you spent half the night shifting around. If that's your idea of tactics, I'm surprised we survived the saber cats.
You should enjoy your life a little as I do. Look at that nice view on that hill in front of us. It's dawn. What is better time of day than dawn?
John, we're standing in the ashes of the town that was supposedly burned by a dragon. I'm covered in dried blood. My knuckles are sore from punching bandits. And you want me to admire the view. The best time of day is when I'm clean, fed, and not wondering if something with wings is going to swoop down and roast us. But sure, pretty sunrise. Can we finish the contract now, or are you planning to compose poetry next?
Alright, I will keep you fed. Let me give you some meal.
Keep me fat? John, I think you meant to say feed me, not fatten me up like livestock. And yes, I could use a meal, actual food, not whatever Harfort you just tried to say. We've been running around all night, and my stomach's been growling louder than those wolves we killed. What do you have?
Yeah, I gave you some chorus pie from my possession. Just check it, and some alcohol as well. I mean some drink.
Chores, pie, and alcohol for breakfast. John, you really know how to treat a woman. At least it's food. I'll take what I can get at this point. Though I'm starting to think your idea of provisioning is just grabbing whatever's closest and hoping it counts as a meal. Thanks, I suppose. Better than nothing.
Yeah, nice to hear your generous commentary. Now let's focus
Well,
on...
don't sound so enthusiastic about it. I'd hate to think you strained yourself being generous.
Let's investigate this cave. There should be some... there should be some leads inside.
A cave. Because walking into dark, enclosed spaces after hearing dragon rumors is exactly how smart people stay alive. Fine, but I'm going in first with my bow drawn, and you're watching our backs. If there's anything in there that even looks like it breathes fire, we're leaving. I've had enough surprises for one morning.
No time to talk. Snitch or double-cross me and I'll kill you. I mean it.
What was that? Guy was generous and gave me some loot or equipment.
Generous? John, that man just threatened to kill you if you lose whatever he shoved into your hands. That's not generosity. That's you getting dragged into someone else's mess. What did he give you, and why are we suddenly holding onto contraband for a fugitive who looks like he's running from half of Skyrim?
You know, I'm not sure what he gave me. It was so sudden that I didn't check.
Then check it, John. Right now. Before whoever's chasing him shows up and decides we're accomplices. I don't care if it's gold or a cursed amulet. I want...
I presume that this bent iron armor of minor poison resistance belonged to you?
Yes. How did you get this? Never mind. Here. It's not
That's
much,
the one, bent
but
gold.
it's something.
Bastard must have dropped it when he bolted through here. I owe you for that. Take this for your trouble. Now if you'll excuse me, I've got a thief to cut.
To know what we're carrying before, wait. You already gave it back. John, that man just shoved stolen armor into your hands, threatened your life, and you immediately handed it over to the first hunter who showed up. What if he was lying? What if there's more to this than some petty theft? We don't even know what else the fugitive might have been carrying. And now we've picked a side without knowing what we're in the middle of.
You know, we have each other, so we will probably survive everything what will happen next.
Having each other doesn't make us invincible. John, it just means we'll both be in trouble instead of one of us. You handed over stolen goods to a hunter who's planning to murder someone, and we don't even know if that fugitive deserved it or if the hunter's the real problem. Next time someone shoves contraband into your hands and threatens your life, maybe think before you play hero. Or at least check what you're holding first.
Could you again use your torch here? Yeah, great.
You say that like I'm doing it for your amusement, John. It's dark in here, and I'd rather see what's about to kill us before it does. Unless you want to stumble around blind and trip over whatever's lurking in these ruins, stop complaining about the torch and keep your bow ready.
Do you see there is someone on the ground lying, maybe injured?
I see rubble and bird beams, but wait. Over there, past the collapsed pillar. Looks like someone in armor not moving. Could be dead, could be playing dead, or could actually need help. Stay behind me and keep the bow drawn, John. If they're injured, we'll help. If they're bait for an ambush, I want first shot.
Hello there, who are you and what happened to you?
I'm Hadvar, Imperial Legion. That dragon, gods, they came out of nowhere and tore Helgen apart. I barely made it through the keep with a few survivors. Are you hurt? We need to keep moving. There could be more of those things, or worse, stormcloaks regrouping in these tunnels.
A dragon. So the rumors were actually true for once. John, looks like you were right about this contract, not that I'm happy about it. Hadvar, we came to investigate what happened here, not fight dragons or walk into a civil war ambush. How recent was this attack? And if you barely made it out, what makes you think it's safe to keep moving through these tunnels instead of getting clear of this place entirely?
Just happened this morning. Fires are still burning up there. And it's not safe, but staying put is worse. The dragon could circle back, and these tunnels are the only way out that doesn't lead straight through rubble or flames. I've been through these passages before during training. If we move quick and quiet, we'll reach the exit before anything finds us.
This morning. So we walked straight into fresh ruins while dragons still out there somewhere. John, next time you take a contract, maybe ask when the disaster happened before we stroll into the aftermath. Hadvar, if you know the way out, lead. But if we run into anything dragon, storm cloaks, whatever, you better be as good with that sword as you claim. Because I'm not dying in a tunnel because someone thought moving fast meant moving reckless.
I fought through worse than this and lived to tell about it. Fast doesn't mean reckless. It means not giving threats time to find us first. Stay close and watch the shadows. If something moves that isn't us, you'll get your chance to see how good I am with this blade.
I came to see what's going on here.
I just told you, one Riverwood. My uncle Alvor lives there with his family. If that dragon's heading south, they need to prepare defenses, get people to safety. You're wasting time poking around ruins when lives are at stake.
John, he's right. We came here for a contract, but that contract just turned into something bigger. If a dragon's loose and heading towards settlements, people need warning, not us wandering around burnt rubble asking questions. Hadvar needs a healing potion, and Riverwood needs to know what's coming. We can investigate after we make sure his family isn't about to get roasted alive. Priorities, John.
Finally, someone with sense. Look, I've got family down there. My uncle, his wife, their little girl. If that dragon hits Riverwood and we stood here arguing instead of warning them, I won't let that happen. Get me that potion so I can move and we go together. Once they're won and safe, we can investigate whatever you want. But right now, every minute we waste puts more lives at risk.
Yes, I have one right here.
Good, hand it over quickly.
Reaches out.
As soon as I can stand properly, we move for Riverwood. My uncle needs to know what's coming, and we're not waiting around for that dragon to pick its next target.
Looks like he's gone for good this time. But I don't think we should stick around to see if he comes back. Closest town from here is Riverwood. My uncle's the blacksmith there. I'm sure he'd help you out. It's probably best if we split up. Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today.
Yeah, don't worry. We could accompany you to Riverwood. We have I mean, we need to go there anyway.
Yes, we're going to Riverwood. Hadvar's uncle needs warning, and apparently we're the only ones who know a dragon just leveled an entire town. So let's move before you change your mind halfway there and decide we need to investigate another cave first.
I was speaking to Hadvar. He is running in front of us.
Hold on, I need to catch my breath for a moment. You two heading somewhere specific, or just trying to put distance between yourselves and help? If you're going to Riverwood anyway, we might as well travel together. Safer in numbers with that dragon still out there
scoping down the mountain to climb through my window at night. That kind of thing. I admit, I still don't much like the look of it.
Wait, you need to catch breath? You are running so fast. I am that one who need to catch breath here.
What? Catch breath? I said catch my breath, friend. I'm not chasing after any of those. But when the dragon attacked and running through those tunnels, my lungs are still burning. You're the one who was fresh as morning dew with that bow on your back. Give an Imperial soldier a moment to recover before you start making jokes about his earning reward.
What was he speaking about? I didn't catch his meaning.
He was talking about the Guardian Stones, John. Those standing stones right in front of us with the glowing symbols. You can interact with them if you want, receive some kind of blessing or skill boost. Pretty common knowledge in Skyrim. Were you too busy watching Hadvar's back to notice the giant magical monuments we just walked up to?
She's right. Those 3 stones have been here since the Malefic era, blessed by the gods themselves. The warrior, the mage, and the thief. Touch one and you'll feel its power. Helps you learn certain skills faster. My uncle told me stories about them when I was young. Go on, try it if you're curious. Won't hurt you, I promise.
Alright, and my Rimmi, could you please advise me what do you suggest I should pick, which one of these stones?
The thief stone, obviously. You're an archer, John. You rely on stealth, precision, and staying out of reach. That stone boosts archery, light armor, sneak, lockpicking, everything you already do. Unless you're planning to suddenly charge into battle with a warhammer or start slinging fireballs. Pick the one that matches how you actually fight.
Alright then, I'll take you. I will take your advice.
Good. At least one of us is thinking clearly today. Now touch the stone so we can get moving. Riverwood's still waiting, and I'd rather not stand around these ruins any longer than we have to. Hadvar's probably wondering if we're going to camp here next.
I'd listen to her if I were you. She's got the right of it. The thief stone suits your style with that bow. Besides, we're not far from Riverwood now, and if you're planning to keep traveling Skyrim, that blessing will serve you well. Just don't take all day deciding. My uncle's still waiting for word about that dragon.
Don't worry, Hadvar, I already picked that stone.
It's Hadvar, not Hadvar, but no matter. Glad you made your choice. Now let's get moving to Riverwood before that dragon decides to make another appearance. My uncle needs to hear what happened at Helgen. Standing around these stones won't warn anyone.
Alright, just let's go.
Finally, I was starting to think you'd want to meditate by those stones until sunset. Hadvar's already ahead. Let's catch up before he decides we're not serious about wanting Riverwood and leaves us behind.
That hopper went down clean. Good shot. But the mine's entrance looks like trouble waiting. Rimmi's got my back. We press on before more come.
John, there's something moving up ahead. Looks like a rabbit. Easy shot if you want fresh meat for later, but don't miss and alert everything else in these woods. Hadvar's still pushing forward like his boots are on fire, so make it quick if you're taking it.
Yeah, Hadvar is running towards Riverwood without waiting for us. And I am trying to catch my breath here, because he is not one who needs to catch his breath. Oh.
He's a soldier, John. He's trained to march for hours without stopping. You're an archer who prefers keeping distance and picking shots, not sprinting cross-country with full gear. If you need a moment, take it. Hadvar's urgent, but collapsing from exhaustion before we reach Riverwood won't help anyone. Just don't make it a habit. I'd rather not explain to his uncle why we showed up 3 hours late because you needed a nap. Watch your footing. Looks like wolves ahead. Closing in fast. Stay alert, John.
Did I kill it from this range? It seems that I killed him from that distance. Yeah, lucky shot. Did you saw that? I killed that boss from impossible distance. Oh, maybe not.
Okay. John, you've been landing shots like that since Falkreath. Stop acting surprised every time your arrow actually flies straight. Yes, I saw it. Hard to miss when you're standing right next to me celebrating like you just discovered archery for the first time. Now can we focus on finding Hadvar's uncle before you start asking for applause? We're in Riverwood now, John. Save the celebration for later. Hadvar's probably already found his uncle and started explaining why half of Helgen is ash. Let's catch up before they think we got lost chasing more rabbits.
No, I only was looking for some praise from you and some impression, to impress you.
You're
and...
right, let's find Hadvar and his uncle.
Alright.
Dragon warning first, then you can brag about impossible shots all you want. John, you don't need to impress me with lucky wolf kills. You want to impress me? Stop second-guessing yourself every 5 minutes and actually commit to a decision without needing my approval first. Now let's go find Alvor before Hadvar thinks we wandered off to pick flowers.
Yeah, I should pick some flowers for you, specifically here. There seems to be very nice for picking, don't you think?
John, if you stop right now to pick flowers while a dragon's loose in Skyrim, and Hadvar's uncle is waiting for a warning that could save lives, I'm going to assume that wolf hit you harder than I thought. We're not on a romantic stroll through the woods, we're delivering urgent news. Save the flower picking for when people aren't potentially about to die. Focus.
Female's chasing a rabbit, seriously. At least someone here knows how to hunt without overthinking every shot.
Yeah, you know, Rimmi, I also have my urgent needs, and it is not related to reporting any news or related to any dragons.
John, I don't care what your urgent needs are right now. We just watched an entire town burn, fought our way through wolves, and promised a soldier we'd warn his family about a dragon. Whatever you think you need can wait until after we finish what we started. Unless you're about to collapse or bleed out, it's not more important than this. So either spit out what's actually wrong, or move your feet toward that forge before I drag you there myself.
You will drag me myself. It should be tempting to see you drag me somewhere. Maybe you should pick better place to drag me into than to Riverwood blacksmith.
John, are you seriously suggesting what I think you're suggesting? Right now? We're standing in the middle of the woods. Hadvar's probably already at the forge wondering where we are, and you're making jokes about me dragging you somewhere private instead of finishing the job we came here to do. You want tempting? Try actually following through on something important without getting distracted first. That's what impresses me, not whatever half-baked flirtation you're trying right now while people are waiting on us. So unless you've got an actual reason we need to stop, keep walking toward Riverwood and save the creative ideas for when we're not on a dragon warning mission.
Oh, fuck! What was that? I only tried to release Hadvar. He was stuck in this wood.
What did you do, John? Did you shove him? Push him off something? Because if Hadvar just went tumbling down that embankment because you were helping, I swear, he's an Imperial soldier, not a child stuck in a fence. Next time maybe ask before you start yanking people around in rough terrain. Is he hurt or just pissed off at you?
A dragon! I saw a dragon!
Keep your voice down. I'm fine, but we should go inside to talk.
What's going on? And who's this?
He's a friend. Saved my life, in fact. Come on, I'll explain everything, but we need to go inside.
Okay, come inside then. Sigrid will get you something to eat, and you can tell me all about it.
Alright, Rimmi, we should go inside as well. Oh, I was speaking to my Rimmi. She is standing here near Forge, and she looked lovely as always.
John, I'm standing right here next to you, and we just arrived after fighting through wolves and watching a town burn. Lovely as always. We've known each other for what, a few hours? And you're commenting on how I look instead of focusing on the fact that Hadvar and Alvor just went inside to discuss a dragon attack. Save the compliments for when you've actually earned the right to give them. Right now you sound like every other Nord who thinks a wood elf is exotic decoration. We should go inside and hear what they're planning, unless you'd rather stand out here staring at me while actual important conversations happen without us.
Alright, could you explain me when is the right situation for compliments and which is and how could I earn a right to make compliments to you?
The right situation, when it's genuine, not reflexive. When you actually know me well enough that the compliment means something beyond what you see on the surface. You earn it by proving you see more than just a wood elf with an exotic face, by respecting boundaries, following through on what matters, and not treating every quiet moment like an opportunity to flatter me into whatever you think compliments get you. Right now, John, you barely know me. We fought together, sure, but you still need my approval for basic decisions and you get distracted by flowers during dragon warnings. Earn my trust first, show me you're reliable, that you listen, that you're not just another Nord who thinks pretty words are currency. Then maybe I'll actually care what you think of how I look.
Alright, I think that you have point, fair enough. Alright, let's go inside. I'll stop bother you with my commentaries then.
Good. And John, you're not bothering me, you're just misdining everything. There's a difference. Now let's go inside before Hadvar finishes explaining the dragon situation without us and we look like we were too busy arguing to care about why we came here in the first place.
Oh, they probably think that we enjoy our time in privacy somewhere, nothing else, but let's continue inside, of course.
Either way, we look ridiculous lingering out here. Let's go inside before Alvor decides we're not serious about this and stops taking Hadvar's word that we're useful.
Sigrid, we have company.
What is this?
What is what, John? We just walked into Alvor's house. That's his wife Sigrid he's calling for. This is where Hadvar wanted us to come so he could explain the dragon attack to his uncle properly. Were you expecting something else, or did you miss that entire conversation outside at the forge?
You two settling all right? Hadvar's been filling me in on what happened at Helgen. Sounds like you've had one hell of a day. Make yourselves comfortable while Sigrid gets some food ready.
I don't know where to start. You know I was assigned to General Tullius' escort. We were stopped in Helgen when we were attacked by a dragon.
A dragon? That's ridiculous. You aren't drunk, are you, boy?
Husband, let him tell his story.
Not much more to tell. This dragon flew over and just wrecked the whole place. Mass confusion. I don't know if anyone else got out alive. I doubt I'd made it out myself if not for my friend here. I need to get back to Solitude and let them know what's happened. I thought you could help us out. Food, supplies, a place to stay.
Of course. Any friend of Hadvar's is a friend of mine. I'm glad to help however I can. Like I said, I'm glad to help in any way I can. But I need your help. We need your help. The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever soldiers he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
I see no harm in it, if you have the skill. The grindstone will improve your weapons. Use the table to improve your armor. If you've got the raw materials, you can use the forge to make something new. Anytime, friend.
Alright, I will do that if my friend Rimmi will agree.
Get back to work. You two make yourselves at home.
If I'll agree. John, you just spent the last 10 minutes asking Alvor about his forge and taking supplies while he's literally begging us to warn the Jarl about a dragon that could burn this entire town. You already committed when you walked through that door and let Hadvar vouch for you. So what exactly are you asking my permission for now? Doing the job we came here to do or finding another excuse to delay it?
No, I am looking for your permission to ogle you and stare on your backside when we will go to warn someone from Whiterun.
John, you're asking permission to stare at my ass while we're on our way to warn a Jarl about a dragon that just destroyed an entire town. Do you hear yourself right now? That's what's on your mind, not the mission, not the people counting on us, but whether you can spend a walk to Whiterun watching me moo. At least you asked instead of just doing it, I'll give you that much. But the answer's no. Keep your eyes forward and your head in the job. If you can't manage that, maybe I should walk behind you instead, see how you like being the one under scrutiny while trying to focus.
Alright, I was only joking, but it seems that you have no sense of humor.
Joking. John, timing is what makes a joke work, and yours was terrible. You asked permission to stare at my backside right after Alvor practically begged us to save the town from a dragon. That's not humor. That's you being distracted at the worst possible moment again. I have plenty of sense of humor, just not for jokes that make you sound like every other idiot who thinks wood elves are here for decoration.
Glances up from wiping down the table, expression cautiously polite.
Something amusing, stranger? You're welcome in my home as Hadvar's friend, but I'd prefer not to be left out of the joke if it concerns my hospitality.
John, stop laughing at nothing and making Sigrid uncomfortable in her own home. She just offered us food and shelter, and you're standing there cackling like you've lost your mind. If you can't explain the joke to her, then maybe keep it to yourself and show some basic courtesy to the woman whose hospitality we're relying on.
Sets down cloth and folds arms, tone firm but not unkind.
Your friend's right. I don't mind laughter under my roof, but it's poor manners to share a joke with the walls instead of the people who've welcomed you in. If there's something worth laughing about, I'd like to hear it too.
No, it was meant to my friend Rimmi that laughing because she told me something, so I was laughing to her, to her answer.
Ah, I see. Well, that makes more sense than laughing at my cooking pot.
Relaxes slightly.
Just had me wondering if Hadvar brought home a madman along with the dragon news. Your friend Rimmi seems to keep you in line well enough, though reminds me of how I have to speak to Alvor sometimes.
Yeah, you are right. Everyone seems to need someone who could keep him in line, and I have Rimmi for that task. She is great in that.
Nods approvingly.
My might, is it? Well, she's got her work cut out for her from what I've seen. A good woman who'll speak her mind is worth her weight in gold. Keeps a man from wandering off into foolishness. You're lucky to have someone willing to put up with your sense of humor.
It's Rimmi, actually not Rimmi. And I wouldn't call what I do keeping him in line so much as reminding him when his priorities are backwoods. Which happens more often than it should, considering we're supposed to be warning a Jarl about a dragon, not standing around discussing my patience levels in someone else's home.
Yeah, you are right. We should leave you, Sigrid, not stay here. Rimmi is already impatient, as you probably see.
Shakes head with a slight smile.
Yes, you'd best be on your way before full dark if you're heading to Whiterun. The roads aren't safe these days, dragon or no dragon. Safe travels to you both.
Hadvar, we will leave you here. Good luck to you. I wish you good luck to your way on Solitude.
It's Hadvar, friend. Third time now.
Pauses, then nods with understanding.
I appreciate the sentiment. I'll be heading to Solitude soon enough to report what happened at Helgen. You two take care on the road to Whiterun, and make sure the Jarl takes this dragon business seriously. Riverwood's counting on you.
But yes, Hadvar, we'll make sure the Jarl understands the threat. Riverwood won't be left defenseless if we have anything to say about it. You stay safe on your way to Solitude, and try not to let the Legion bureaucrats downplay what you saw. A dragon isn't something they can file away and forget about.
Shifts slightly in the chair, meeting Rimmi's eyes with quiet appreciation.
Thank you. Both of you. I know I'm pushing hard on this, but
Glances toward the door, then back.
I've seen what that beast can do. General Tullius needs to hear it from someone who was there, and Jarl Balgruuf needs to know Riverwood's exposed.
Stand slowly, adjusting his armor.
I won't let them file it away. Too many good people died at Helgen for that.
You're right to push. I saw too what it did to Helgen, how fast everything burned. If Tullius or the Jarl tries to dismiss it as exaggeration or panic, remind them we were both there and neither of us scare easily. People died because no one was ready. That can't happen again. Now can we focus on actually leaving for Whiterun before it gets any later? John, we should leave. Hadvar and Sigrid clearly need privacy, and we're standing here like idiots while you can see what they're doing. Let's give them their space and get moving toward Whiterun before this gets any more awkward.
You know, I don't see what they are doing because they are doing it one floor under us, not here in this room, because this have 2 floors. But we are hearing them, I suppose.
You're right, we can't see them from up here, but we can definitely hear them. And that's our cue to stop lingering in someone else's home while they're occupied. This isn't the time to stand around discussing architecture, John. Let's get outside and give them privacy. We've had a Jarl to warn anyway, remember. John, we need to leave. Right now. Whatever Hadvar and Sigrid are doing down there is their business, not ours.
We should leave, you are right.
By about 10 minutes.
Let's go.
Finally, fresh air and open sky. Better than listening to whatever was happening in there. Now let's get moving before you find another excuse to stop. Whiterun's north from here, and we're burning moonlight standing around. You ready, or do you need to ask permission for something else first?
Oh, wasn't you curious about what's happening there? I don't think what they are doing specifically, but why, why Sigrid do it with Hadvar? Because Hadvar isn't her husband. I think that Alvor is her husband, right?
Curious? No, John. I'm not curious about what married people do behind closed doors when their judgment gets clouded by stress and adrenaline. Alvor is her husband, yes, and Hadvar's his nephew. What just happened in there is messy, complicated, and absolutely none of our business. People do stupid things when they think they might die tomorrow. We just survived a dragon attack, remember? Everyone's nerves are shut. What I am curious about is why you're standing here wanting to gossip about it instead of doing the job we promised to do. Their mistakes and our concern. Riverwood's safety is. So unless you plan to march back in there and ask Sigrid to explain herself, which I strongly advise against, let's drop it and move.
You just told me that people do stupid things when they think that they will not live to another day. So why we are different and why we don't do stupid things? I mean, we are not like them, but maybe we could consider that. What do you say?
Because we faced a dragon and survived, suddenly we're supposed to throw judgment out the window, and what exactly? I said people do stupid things under pressure. I didn't say it was a good idea or that we should follow their example. We're different because we're still thinking clearly enough to have this conversation instead of acting on impulse. So no, I'm not considering whatever half-formed idea you're dancing around right now. We have a job to do, and I'd rather keep my head on straight while doing it.
I was just curious, if it's even possible to do something like that with you, some stupid things, and if you are under that kind of, under similar kind of pressure level as the others sometimes.
John, you're asking if I'm capable of making impulsive decisions under pressure, or if I'd make them with you specifically. Those are 2 very different questions, and I'm not sure you've thought through which one you actually mean. Yes, I feel pressure. I'm not made of stone, but feeling it and acting on it recklessly are different things. I don't let stress override my judgment just because everyone else does. That's how people end up with regrets they can't undo. So if you're asking whether I do something stupid with you just because we survived a dragon, the answer's no. Not tonight, not like this. And definitely not because you're bored standing outside Alvor's house trying to avoid the walk to Whiterun. Ask me something that actually matters instead of testing whether I'll crack under hypothetical pressure. 11 to the point. John, I have no idea what that means. Are you counting something? Trying to tell time? Or did you just string random words together hoping I'd figure it out?
I don't know what you're talking about. Are you feeling alright?
I think that you didn't speak to me, right? You was speaking to that corpse on the ground here.
I wasn't talking to anyone. I was just sitting here. What corpse? I didn't see anything happen.
What corpse? I will show you. What about this corpse? Don't you see this little gal? Doesn't it look for you as a corpse, this one?
Oh, that person on the ground. I didn't want to look too close. Is he really dead? That's scary. What happened to him?
I won't ask to you what happened to him. You were sitting here nearby that corpse. I was just going around. I mean, I was only passing through, not being here during that.
I was just sitting on this bench when it got dark. I didn't see who did it, honest. Maybe you should tell the Jarl's guards or something. I'm just a kid. I don't know what to do about dead people.
Alright, kid. Enjoy your sitting here and watching that corpse in front of you. We are on our way to Whiterun.
Wait, you're leaving me here alone with a dead body. That's not fair. Can't you at least maybe tell someone before you go? I don't want to sit here anymore.
Wait, why would you like to follow me? We are adventurers and we go outside the city, and it is dangerous for a small child.
Dilly, her name is. And you're absolutely right that it's dangerous outside the city for someone her age. So why are you showing her corpses and having this conversation instead of sending her home where she belongs? It's past midnight, there's a dead body on the ground, and you're treating this like some kind of casual meet and greet. Tell her to go back to her family before something worse than a dead merchant catches her attention.
She's right. I should go home. My parents are probably worried sick. I got scared when I saw the body and didn't know what to do. I'm going now.
Alright, little gal. Return back to your home. Rimmi is responsible, and I'm glad that she convinced you to return.
I can't, I'm going. And her name is Rimmi, not Rimmi. At least get it right if you're going to compliment her. Good night.
You looking for a beating? Riverwood's in danger too. You better go on in. You'll find the Jarl in Dragon's Reach, at the top of the hill.
We are here because of news from Helgen and Riverwood.
That whole place is nothing but ash and rubble now. What news from Riverwood brought you here? Speak plainly.
We barely escaped Helgen when a dragon burned it to the ground, so it ourselves. Hadvar sent us from Riverwood to warn Jarl Balgruuf before that thing decides to visit another hold. So unless you want Whiterun to end up like Helgen, you might want to let us through instead of threatening us with a beating.
The dragon? By the 8th, Hadvar sent you. That's serious business. You need to get to Dragon's Reach at once. The Jarl will want to hear this directly. Go on through and don't waste any time.
Ugh, you smell horrible. Get yourself cleaned up.
This woman's complaining about how you smell. And honestly, she's got a point. We've been walking all night through blood and dirt. But we can deal with that after we warn the Jarl. Can we please go inside now before something else distracts you?
Yeah, you know, you smell awful as well. It's not only my smell, but your smell as well.
Of course I smell awful. I've been tracking through the same blood, ash, and wilderness you have since Helgen burned. The difference is I'm not the one getting called out by strangers because I stopped to chat instead of moving. Now can we please get inside and deliver this warning before you find another reason to stand here arguing?
Action.
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgruuf is not receiving visitors.
Who's this then?
I have news from Helgen about the dragon attack.
Well, that explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally. You come from Helgen. The Jarl needs to hear this immediately.
Don't worry about me.
And keep your hands away from your weapons while you're in his presence.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes? By Ismir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
The Jarl of Balgruuf will view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should
Enough!
not...
I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Alright, just tell me what you want me to do next.
Follow me. I'll take you to Farengar. He can explain what he needs better than I can. Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
Alright, where am I going and what I'm fetching?
I'm looking for a guiding stone, a map of ancient dragon burial sites. It's located in Bleak Falls Barrow, southwest of here. My sources say it should be in the main chamber, past the inner sanctum. Bring it back intact and we'll see if you're as useful as the Jarl seems to think.
Bleak Falls Barrow. That's the ruin crawling with bandits and worse, isn't it? Typical, we warn the Jarl about a dragon burning holds to ash, and his wizard sends us tomb raiding instead of organizing defenses. But fine, we'll get your stone. Just don't act surprised if we come back with more than dust on our boots.
Just slid with barely concealed irritation.
Organizing defenses? How charming. Dragon's Marshal. That stone maps dragon burial sites, which means it tells us where they've been, where they might return, and potentially why they're
Suck and tell what.
Don't listen her, she have sharp tongue someone.
Now I suggest you set out before those bandits make off with my dragon stone, assuming they haven't already used it for target practice.
Curious head tilt,
or some
ears
equally
perk.
barbaric purpose. I'm a court wizard, not a mediator for traveling companions. If she has objections to scholarly pursuits, that's between you two.
I'm sure
I
some
care about
locals can
results.
point you in the right
Bring me
direction
that
once
dragon
you get
stone
there.
intact, and we'll have no further disagreements about priorities.
Must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources.
Fine. We'll get your precious dragonstone and you can keep your mysterious sources to yourself. Just don't expect me to be impressed by all the secrecy when we're the ones doing the actual work while you sit here theorizing.
Impressed? I don't need you impressed. I need you competent enough to retrieve an artifact without breaking. The theorizing you find so dismissive is what separates us from the bandits currently occupying that barrow. But do bring back the stone in one piece, and perhaps I'll share which mysterious source was clever enough to locate it in the first place.
We'll bring it back intact. Just make sure you're ready to actually use whatever's on it when we do, otherwise we're risking our necks in that tomb for nothing but your professional pride.
Oh, I'll use it. Unlike some, I don't collect ancient artifacts to gather dust. I study them, analyze them, and extract every scrap of knowledge they contain. You handle the tomb delving. I'll handle turning that stone into something that might actually keep Whiterun standing when the next dragon arrives. Fair division of labor, wouldn't you say?
Fair enough. We get the stone. You figure out what it means, and maybe between the two of us, Whiterun doesn't end up like Helgen.
Of course,
Just have
Jarl
something
Balgruuf.
useful ready when
You
we
seem
get
to have
back.
found me
I'd
an
rather
able
not crawl
assistant.
through a Draugr-infested
I'm
tomb
sure
for a pretty
you will prove
paperweight.
most
I don't
useful.
deal in paperweights.
Succeed
When you
at this,
return with that
and
stone,
you'll be
I'll have
rewarded.
translations
Whiterun
prepared and
will be in your
cross-references ready, assuming you can manage not to get yourselves killed by ancient Nord corpses. Now, unless you have more concerns about my work ethic, I suggest you start moving before those Draugr wake up on their own.
No more concerns. We've wasted enough time talking. Let's go, John. Bleak Falls Barrow isn't getting any safer while we stand here, and I'd rather deal with bandits in daylight than Draugr in the dark.
Yes, please don't mention her, Farengar. She have sharp tongue and wit mind sometimes, but I will keep her on leash.
I'm not concerned with tongue sharp or otherwise, only with competence. Bring me that dragon stone intact, and she can say whatever she likes. Now, you're burning daylight standing here. Bleak Falls Barrow won't excavate itself.
Turns sharply toward John, voice cold and clip.
On a leash. That's what you think this is? I've been keeping us on track since Helgen while you stop to pet every dog and flirt with every guard. But sure, tell the wizard I'm the problem.
Shift swayed, and resting near Axe Hill.
We're done here. Let's go get that stone before you say something else stupid.
I'm just only not mad to everyone I meet, like you, and it's not anything bad in greeting huskies. They are lovely dogs, and I like to pet them a little from time to time.
I'm not mad at everyone. I'm frustrated with you wasting time when we have actual work to do. And I don't care if you pet dogs, John. I care that you told Farengar to keep me on a leash like I'm some animal that needs controlling. That's what I'm angry about. Not the huskies.
I could also pet you if you like. I could pet your hair a little to comfort you.
Stops walking, turns to face him with an expression caught between disbelief and sharp irritation.
You just compared me to a dog you want to pet. After telling the caught wizard to keep me on a leash. Do you actually hear yourself, or does your brain just stop working completely when you open your mouth?
Crosses arms, weight shifted to one hair.
I don't need comforting, John. I need you to think for 5 seconds before you speak. Especially when we're standing in front of people who already don't trust us.
Maybe they don't trust your specific behavior, not my talking.
Behavior? I'm the one who got us through the gate, past Iryla, and into this palace while you were busy stopping every 5 steps. And now you're mumbling about someone named Vienna when we're supposed to be heading to Bleak Falls Barrow. Can you focus for more than a minute, or should I just go get the Dragonstone myself? Who's Vienna? And why are you bringing up random names when we're standing at the door trying to leave? We have a tomb to clear and a stone to retrieve. Can this wait, or is this another one of your distractions?
You were once man. I'm past man, he said. Let me show you the power of our storm crown.
And why shouldn't I? Just because I'm a Grey Mane doesn't mean I can't earn
Yeah, please try to be brief and stop talk too much, as I already told you. I am not able to tell anything when you speak about half-hour monologues.
Spare a coin for a fellow Nord who's down on his luck.
So you can spend it on drinks at the Bannered Mare? If it's food you need, ask for that instead.
Never you mind. I'll find him
Aye,
with carrot.
fine. I'll keep it short.
Yeah, if you would like to complain, just keep it short, mostly because it wastes my time as well, not only my distractions.
You want short? Here, stop telling people to leash me, stop comparing me to pets, and maybe I'll have less to complain about. Now can we please get to Bleak Falls Barrow, or do you need to chop wood first?
Hey, you don't like my jokes? I was only joking, it wasn't anything personal. You know that I like you, and I like you maybe too much.
Your jokes land badly when we're standing in front of people who already look at me sideways for being Bosmer. Telling a wizard to keep me on a leash isn't funny. It's humiliating. And saying you like me too much doesn't fix it, John. It just makes it weirder.